everyone. Welcome to another episode of We Don't Watch Movies, featuring me, Corinne.
And me, Monze. I don't know. I was gonna do a weird voice. Sorry. Okay, and me. Yes. Sorry.
Nice.
What movie are we doing this week, Corinne?
This week we're doing Oklahoma.
Is
Where
that
the
really how the
wind
song
goes
goes?
silently. Yeah. They're like,
Oh.
Oklahoma, where the wind goes something down the plains. Na na
Something
na
on the
na 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 na. Na 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 na. Like, I could not stop singing it while I was driving through Oklahoma. Even though I don't know any of the words.
I don't know any of the words, but I couldn't stop singing it.
I know, like, the main thing.
Uh-huh.
Oklahoma. It's like where the wind blows something down the plain. Let me look it up. But yeah, we're talking about Oklahoma with an exclamation part. Oklahoma. Monze, why? Where the wind comes sweeping down the plain. Okay. Why haven't you seen this movie?
I honestly don't know. I love musicals, and we're doing musicals today because I was like, let's do a musical. I don't think the poster ever really, like, struck me. Like, oh, I should watch that. Like, also, like, the poster for State Fair, I'm also like, that doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah.
So it just never occurred to me to watch the movie. Like, I have literally no idea what it's about. I'm assuming it takes place in Oklahoma, but I could be wrong.
That would be a big twist if it didn't take place in Oklahoma. Okay. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the movie. I have seen a high school play production of it. So I kind of know what it's about. And I learned about Oklahoma in my American Popular Song class, which is about like popular songs in the 19th and leading up to like the mid 20th century. And okay, here it is. So we learned Oklahoma was the first feature film filmed with widescreen at the time.
Okay.
So it was kind of like actually a significant film. It was like a big deal. I didn't remember if it was like, was this like the first musical that was filmed? But that's not right. But it was a big deal probably for that reason. But even though I had learned that it was a big deal technically, I also learned at the same time that it wasn't like that great of a story or that great of a musical. So there is a part of me that was like, I want to watch this historically significant film, but I'm hearing that the story is actually not that
It's
great.
actually trash.
Yeah, that compared to other musicals, because we had a period where we were just learning about musicals, where other musicals, where Oklahoma was just like not quite as great. So even though I'd want to, I was like, and then I watched the high school production, and I was like, oh, well, I've kind of seen it. And I just never got around to watching it, because
just
even
like you've kind of seen Guys and Dolls, because you've seen the...
Yes! I actually, because I played in the pit for that. That was such a good production that I'm nervous to watch the movie, because
I love the movie.
Okay.
Hi, George.
George likes the movie, too.
I got a cat for anyone who's... Oh, there he is. I told you he was gonna...
Hi, George.
You see his butt?
I do see his butt.
Hi.
Oh, he wants some attention.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
Oh, he's needy.
He's super needy. I thought cats were supposed to ignore you, but not this guy. Not this guy. All he wants is mama's love and attention.
Aww. It sounds like Monze does not mind giving it.
Stop getting on top of the computer. Come over here.
Give him like a toy computer for him to play with, like in the TikToks.
He's not a fool.
You don't know that.
There's gonna be probably some weird sounds in the mic, because right now he's messing with the mic.
Okay. We're gonna keep all this audio.
All of this audio. Okay, what were we talking about?
Oh, with Guys and Dolls and how I'm hesitant to watch the movie. But
we
should
I
be
love
talking
the
about
music. Stop rubbing up on that. Stop pressing the... Yeah.
Oh, he's so cute.
Do you see him?
Yeah, I see him.
Okay, yeah. No, but you should definitely watch the movie. It's very good. I know you saw this amazing college production of Guys and Dolls.
Listen, it was.
But where else are you gonna see Frank Sinatra just sing beautiful songs? And
I guess that's true.
And they added like one of my favorite songs from Guys and Dolls actually wasn't originally in the production. They added it for the movie, and I think it's the one where she's sick or something. Anyway, it's a really good song, so you should just watch it.
Oh, is it Adelaide's Laments? Because they had that in the production that I saw.
I don't know which one.
She's like singing about how like she's sick, but the doctor keeps saying, yeah.
A person can develop a cold.
Yeah, they had that in our production.
Yeah, but no, it's very good. It's a very good.
I'll watch it one day. I got so confused because they were like, "We're going to Havana," and I was like, "They could go to Cuba back then." And now to this day, I still don't know if they actually went to Cuba or if they went to a nightclub called Havana.
No, they went to Havana, Cuba.
Oh, so they actually went to Cuba. Okay.
Yeah.
For the weekend? Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I think the idea is right because he's a gambler, right? Like he can do sort of like underground. Like it's not. I don't know. He probably has connections.
Well,
but also it might be before
the
yeah.
Yeah. It probably was, to be honest, but I don't know. I don't know when it takes place. Well, maybe that can be the next episode where you tell me about it before I watch it.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, back to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. I know that's not how it goes.
What do you think this musical is about?
Okay. I'm gonna look up the poster. Shirley Jones is in it. Did not know that.
I don't know who that is.
Is she in The Music Man? She plays Marion.
I haven't seen The Music Man.
I
know you love The Music Man.
Is my favorite. And there's this guy who I guess is kind of hot.
Who I guess is kind of hot.
He's got a hat. Okay. They're on a farm. I'm assuming... Alright, this is what I'm assuming. I'm going to assume that Shirley Jones, the main girl, is in love with this guy. But he's engaged to her sister. Oh.
A scandalo.
A scandal. So it's a love triangle.
Uh-huh.
And he is also in love with Shirley Jones, but he's already made this promise to the sister. But the sister is also secretly in love with some other guy. And maybe this guy doesn't, I think the main guy with the hat on the front of the poster has, this farm. He's got land. He's got money. Mm-hmm. Right? But the other guy she's in love with isn't. So she's like, I'm just going to marry the guy with the hat who's kind of hot. And not this other guy that I'm actually in love with because you're over there. Right, because at least I'll be comfortable, right?
Yeah.
And then she finds out that her sister's in love with her fiance, and she's like, how could you possibly betray me like this? And then there's a whole thing where the sisters are on the outs because, of this love triangle.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think maybe that poor guy finds oil. No, is there oil in Oklahoma? I'm thinking of Texas.
Yeah, there's oil in Oklahoma. Okay, that's why they push. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So maybe he finds oil or something, and he's got money. So now the girl's like, "Oh, well, I can marry him, right?" And then it all ends happily, and they all make their pairs. This is all some made up stuff I'm making up based off a poster of Shirley Jones and the kind of hot guy with a cowboy hat leaning against each other.
Even though I've seen this as a production, I saw it oh my god, almost 10 years ago, so I actually don't remember what happened. Your story sounds very plausible. I feel like that might actually be the story. I like your synopsis. I think, oh my god, loud traffic. I think it might actually be the story.
You think I'm right?
It sounds really
If I'm right, that'd be hilarious. I'm like, because it's a musical. It's good during this time.
Yeah. What else could possibly happen in the state of Oklahoma?
Yeah,
with a bunch of like white people.
Yeah, or also maybe like the main guy, maybe he loses some money or something, so then they're like, "Oh, I can't marry you," you know, because you don't have like it's the reversal or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All I know is that there is a big character named Curly, and he's kind of a jerk.
Okay.
I think there's also like the mayor's son who's kind of an asshole. Okay. I think 2 characters hook up in a barn. Yeah. I think there's a
right here,
fist fight. I think someone shoots this Curly character. But he doesn't actually die, but it seems like he does.
No. I know.
Uh-oh.
I gotta know. Nice. Mental. Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Oh my god, there's this. Someone is like motorcycling.
Between my cat and your traffic. This episode brought to you by my cat and your traffic.
Yeah. So I think that's what happens because I'm trying to remember the story. I can't remember the story. So your guess is as good as mine.
Oh my god, this movie's 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I mean the musicals were like long.
No, I know. I'm just like surprised.
Yeah. Okay, I don't have like I really like your ideas. I'm gonna go with
what
yours.
A beautiful morning. That song isn't here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, what a wonderful feeling.
Everything's going my way.
Something like that.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Let's watch the trailer. Because I just like your synopsis, so I'm just adding, like, I think this happens too.
No original ideas.
I genuinely cannot even think about what happens in here.
Brain
like, I know I've seen
empty.
it, but I just can't. I can't think of it.
Oh, my.
Except maybe the main guy is new in town. That's the only, like, other contribution I'll give.
Okay, which one are you?
I found Classical Damsel.
Hugh Jackman was in the 2004... award version of this. He won a Tony Award for it.
Oh wait, cause he hosted the Tonys around here. Remember?
No, I don't pay attention to
no.
Tonys.
I'm getting mixed up. He hosted the Oscars around this time period, and he had like a song and dance routine. But so I'm not surprised that he won a Tony for this. That's cool. I want to see him in that. I want to see Hugh Jackman dancing and singing. He has such a good voice. Okay.
You should see him when he goes on tour.
Oh, on tour for his 2004 performance.
No, he goes on tour. Like I remember seeing, like he does like different songs and stuff. Like he literally will go like a concert. Like it's
he
a
just
concert.
goes on tour.
Yes,
really?
I remember once I saw like Hugh Jackman. I was like, damn. I kind of want to go, but I didn't. It was a while ago. I think it was when I went to go see like. The Lumineers, maybe. I think it was literally before the pandemic. I remember like seeing it
3 years ago, I think.
No, I went to see the Lumineers in 2020.
Really? Oh.
For their new album.
Oh.
And it was one of the it was in February.
Oh, okay.
It was over a year ago.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'm watching the Classic Damsel trailer.
Okay, I was gonna ask that one.
All
so
right.
I'm gonna find any other one. Yeah.
Go.
I'm playing.
There's a bright golden haze on the
now all the world is its stage. Oh no, I paused. Oh no. I can't hear it. From the heart of the people, big and elbows all out.
And it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky.
Gordon McRae, that's that guy. Unless it's Gene Nelson. Oh, Eddie Albert's in this. Shirley Johnson, my girl.
Oh wait, he's green screened in front of these corn stalks.
He is?
It looks like it. I think it's a loop. Oh, Oh.
Why don't you grab her and kiss her when she acts that way, Curly? She's just aching for you two, I bet.
Yeah, someone just grab her and kiss her. It's not respectful.
Oh, yeah, this musical is really problematic from what I remember. Does not hold up.
Everything's up to date in Kansas City.
All these cowboys.
I like the cowboy squat with his chat. I want to do that one day.
One day.
With some
Just
chat.
go around kissing every man that asked you. Didn't
Yes, you
anyone ever
can.
tell you
No one told me that.
that?
But no one's asked me, so I've never had that problem.
That's you at me.
I always say, come on, let's go. Just when I ought to say, Nick,
I guess a sexy song with everyone in their underwears.
I advise you to get that money off of him before he loses it all. Put it in your stocking or inside your corset where he can't get at it.
Oh.
Or can he?
Oh.
Ooh! Uh-oh. The horse.
The horse. Prostitution horses.
I like that dance move. They're just like chickens.
Anybody out there around this yard that can hear my voice? I want them to know that Laurie Williams is my girl.
Aww.
He
Oh.
went and got me to ask her to marry me.
He all the way to New Jersey.
Let him. Let people say we're in love. Honey, I got a present for you. I didn't get to
Oh,
get
yeah.
tonight,
They set
but I
things on
got a
fire.
present for you.
Oh my god. Set this bee on fire. The best love is the romance of our time, enchanting killing all its romance, music and laughter, now becomes the most breathtaking entertainment of all time. Oklahoma.
I was like, they're spoiling the whole movie, and I was like, people are gonna watch this movie because they like the musical, so there's nothing to spoil.
What do you mean they're spoiling the movie? Because she gets married?
Yeah.
It's not even shocking to me.
Well, that's what I was saying. At first I was like, oh no, they spoiled it, and I was like, people already know, like they're watching it because they already know the musical, they want to see it. Like,
so many musicals end in like a marriage.
yeah, that's how you know it's a comedy.
Yeah. Thank you, Shakespeare.
Operas are the same way. Do you want to amend anything in your?
Okay. So yeah, I think that guy comes new to town and he's like, "Hey, I want to fall in love with somebody," and he sees Shirley Jones and he's like, "Damn, I fell in love with this person," and she's like, "I'm just a sweet, quiet little girl. I can't just fall in love with the first stranger that I meet." And meanwhile, the other girl is like, "I fall in love every single day." That's probably her sister or something.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "I'm so thirsty. Someone get me a tall glass of water." And and she probably gets in trouble somehow. I don't know. You know, trouble. Wink, wink.
Oh.
Or like she gets caught like kissing a boy in a bar, so they're like, "Well, now y'all gotta get married." And then that's probably it. And then it's like the sisters like vying for their men.
Mm-hmm.
And Shirley Jones marries whoever is the main guy, either Gordon McRae or Gene Autry. I don't know who did they say it was.
McCrae.
Gordon McRae. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. I think you're right, so I'm not gonna add anything.
I can't.
Well, like you took my bits of like he's new. I think he's new in town, and that I think someone gets kissed in a
Or
bar,
maybe
so.
he like left, you know, and he came back.
He went to Kansas City and then he came back.
He came back, and then it was like, "Oh, he's a man now.
Oh,
He's so much of a man." And maybe they were in love, but then he left, so she was like, "Well, I guess I'll go out with this other guy."
Mm-hmm.
you know, and maybe he just sucks or whatever. And then, of course, she starts falling in love with him again. And, you know, and, like, that happens. And maybe the guy that set the fire is the guy she was dating. And he was like, y'all want to be together? Burn together in hell. I think as I burn this haystack down.
I think the guy who sets the fire is either Curly or he's the mayor's son. And he's, like, just the snotty. He's, like, the villain. Okay. Yeah. I will add that seeing them spell out Oklahoma reminded me that for a period, one of my group chats was called OK LA Homos and one OK LA Straight. So, like, Oklahoma.
I'm just thinking, I don't know how to spell Oklahoma, but after you told me OK LA Homos, I think I know how to spell Oklahoma.
Yeah. Okay. I will find not Wikipedia the
Wikipedia.
Oklahoma film by Fred Zinnemann. Okay. Oklahoma is a 1955 American musical film based on the 1943 musical of the same name. This is Rodgers and Hammerstein, which in turn was based on the 1931 play Green Grow the Lilacs, written by Lynn Riggs, who is a man apparently. It stars Borden McRae, Shirley Jones in her film debut, Rod Steiger, Charlotte Greenwood, Gloria Graham, G. Nelson, and all these other people. Only musical directed by Fred Zinnemann. Yeah, first feature film photographed in widescreen and simultaneously filmed in CinemaScope 35mm.
CinemaScope.
So this is set in Oklahoma Territory. So let's get into it. So, good-natured cowboy Curly McLean admires the beautiful morning while writing.
Oh, what a beautiful morning!
While writing.
What a beautiful day!
While riding his horse to the farm of Lori Williams, his secret love, and her aunt, Aunt Eller. At the farm, he invites Lori to a box social being held that night to raise money for a new schoolhouse. What is a box social?
I'm assuming it's a dance.
Is it like square dancing?
I will look it up for you.
Women decorate a cardboard box.
A fundraising event in which box lunches are auctioned off. So, y'all want to come to the box social with me? I'll buy you 2 lunch boxes.
This is... Wikipedia says...
Oh, what a beautiful morning.
They decorate a cardboard box and fill it with a lunch or dinner for 2. The men bid on the women's boxes, anticipating...
Wink, wink.
Anticipating a meal with the woman whose box it is. Oh, so it's like you're auctioning up.
Yeah. So it's kind of like the date auction, except it's a box lunch.
Yeah. Generally, the boxes are anonymous, so the men don't know which woman belongs to which box, nor what the box contains. The mystery and sometimes humorous results adding to the fun. However, it is not unknown for a young woman to surreptitiously drop hints to a favored man, indicating which box is hers.
I hope you like roast beef, because I might have made a roast beef sandwich and put it in my box lunch.
There's been a resurgence in recent years. The rules may have become less rigid. Men now provide boxes as well, but the goal remains the same, raising money for a school, church, or civic project. Notable example from pop culture is the second act of the musical Oklahoma, which is set at a box social. I just can't get over that I know box is innuendo for a certain body part, so reading this was funny.
I do not know what that innuendo is because I'm an innocent baby.
Okay.
Look at the baby. She's so innocent. Look at her. It's a baby.
Monze, I've seen your Tumblr.
I'm so baby.
There's been some things I look at, I'm like, oh.
So baby.
You've got a whole side Okay, we're moving on.
I don't. Tumblr
You
is
did.
boring now.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no dicks are allowed on Tumblr anymore.
Frustrated that he waited so long to ask her, Lori
Pause.
refuses his invitation.
Okay, yeah, why would you want to?
Curly tempts her by describing the Surrey he plans to drive her in, then tells her he made the story up to get back at her for refusing him. What are these mind games? Lori gets her own revenge by agreeing to go with their menacing field hand, Judd Fry. Okay. Cowboy Will Parker arrives by train from a trip to Kansas City and seeks out his sweetheart, Ado Annie.
Ado Annie.
Ado Annie, Ado Annie, I don't know, who in Will's absence has become smitten with itinerant peddler Ali Hakim. There's a lot of words in here, I just don't know. Okay, Will tells Annie that he has earned the $50 her father, a farmer who does not like cowboys, told him he had to earn before he would allow him to marry Annie, but he spent it all on presents for her.
Okay.
Annie tries to resist Will, but eventually gives in, leaving her torn between Will and Ali. The townspeople gather at Aunt Eller's farm to refresh themselves before the box social. Will makes his $50 back by selling his presents to Ali Hakim, who pays Will more than each gift is worth to get Annie back together with Will. Oh, that's nice of him. Gertie, a flirtatious woman with a loud, annoying laugh, flirts with Curly and upsets Lori, despite her promises to not let his games bother her, and Curly flirts back to make Lori jealous. Curly asks Lori again if she will go to the social with him, but Lori, fearful of Judd, refuses again. Curly angrily confronts Judd in the smokehouse, leading to each man to fire their gun. Curly stalks off, and Judd again threatens Lori if she changes her mind. Why?
Oh, wait, I'm a little confused now. Hold on.
She told Judd Fry she would go with him.
Oh, to the box social.
Yeah, so...
Okay.
Yeah, uncertain what to do, Lori uses a bottle of smelling salt she bought earlier from Ollie, hoping to find an answer in her dream. She dreams that she marries
Let
Curly.
Let me just pass out real quick.
She dreams that she marries Curly, but Judd eventually kills him. As Judd drives Lori to the box social, he tells her he is in love with her and tries to kiss her. She whips the horses, causing them to bolt. Once Judd gets them under control, Lori leaves Judd behind and drives to the social alone. At the social, despite the hosts encouraging everyone to get along, Ado Annie's father belittles the cowboys, causing a fight to break out, which Aunt Eller breaks up. When the auction of ladies' picnic campers begins, Ali Hakim deliberately outbids Will to get Annie to forget her feelings for him, and so Will can keep the $50 he needs to marry Annie. What?
Wait.
I don't understand the character motivation. Is Ali Hakim trying to help Will out?
Yes, he's trying to help out Will.
He wants Annie to forget her feelings for
I think Ali.
By trying to outbid Will? I don't understand. Is he trying to, like, make himself the villain?
Probably, right? Because she does actually love him. So I think maybe realizing that Will can't afford, I don't know.
Okay. Curly
but
and
also
Judd...
it helps him get married because of the $50. Hey, George.
Right, it's a little confusing. Curly and Judd get into a bidding war over Lori's hamper. Curly sells his saddle, horse, and gun to raise enough money to beat Judd's highest bid and win. Lori fires Judd after he confronts her, and Judd sneers that she will never be rid of him. When Lori tells Curly what happened, he offers to stay the night at their farm for protection, then goes further and proposes marriage, which Lori accepts. Meanwhile, Will tells Ado Annie she must stop flirting with other men, despite not being willing to stop flirting with other women.
Oh my god, both of them are a mess.
Ali Hakim tells Annie she is better off marrying Will, and then resumes his travels. Weeks later, Curly and Lori are married. After the ceremony, Judd appears and tries to kill Curly, but Curly kills Judd in self-defense. The townspeople hold an impromptu trial in Aunt Eller's kitchen where Curly is found not guilty. He and Lori leave for their honeymoon, admiring the beautiful morning. Oh, so Curly is the main character. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, Curly's the main character. He's in love with Lori.
Yes.
Lori is being wooed by Judd, who is somebody important. Annie is... Who's Annie? Is that just a friend?
No, she's the one in love with Will. She's the one who, like, is like, I love all these different men.
Okay, yeah, she's the one who's thirsty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I mixed up the characters a little bit.
Okay. Gather to refresh themselves. Okay, yeah. Okay. Alright, so this all takes place during a day, except for, like, the weeks later they're married and the killing Judd thing.
Mm-hmm. Well...
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it all takes place in the same day, except for, like, the other stuff.
Yeah, because it starts, I think, in the morning, right? Like, he comes to town, like, hey, let's go to the block social. And he's like, no. And then she's gonna go, right? Because they even, like, meet up at the Aunt Edler's house or whatever.
Right.
Edler's house, I don't know what her name is. Okay, that's very underwhelming. It's a very underwhelming story.
That's what I was saying. Like, the story I had heard was not very strong, but it was, like, such a big deal movie for some reason. I think it was honestly because it was widescreen. Which they did. I remember they did it because they wanted to capture the Oklahoma, the feeling of being in the Oklahoma countryside, like the plains. So that was why they wanted to make it widescreen. They thought that movie would be like a really good medium for it. I looked up the stage production, but I'm seeing from stage to screen that it was for the most part pretty faithful. Rogers and Hammerstein oversaw the film. And had a lot of artistic control. It did divide the very long first scene into several shorter scenes. So a couple things are different. They had to do stuff to pass film censorship.
I'm gonna look up Hugh Grant in Oklahoma.
Huh?
I said I'm gonna look up Hugh Jackman.
You said Hugh Grant.
I know, that's why I said it. I was like, wait a minute, Hugh Jackman.
I think also the musical itself, Oklahoma, was important. Because it kind of like, even though it itself wasn't like that great, it ushered in the golden age of American musicals. Like that's what Wikipedia's telling me, but I think that's also what we learned as well. That it kind of like opened the doors to like a lot of really great musicals. They have, let's see, of the changes made before the show went to Broadway, too, would prove significant. The addition of the show-stopping musical number Oklahoma and the decision to retitle the musical after that number. And I think I had remembered learning also that was really important because the Oklahoma song wasn't supposed to be in it, but then they did put it in, and then they renamed it, and that helped them, like that song was so catchy. Mm-hmm. And then you sing the song, and then you know what musical it's from because the title is in the name. So, yeah. Because the musical itself, like we said, it's like it wasn't that great, but all you really need to be popular is one good song and like a good hook, and like people will like it. So
yeah, I'd probably watch this movie.
Yeah, I think I'd have to be in the mood for it.
I literally think I might own it.
Oh.
Because, sometimes they sell, like, those TCM classics, like, there's 4 in a row. Like, I think I have this movie.
Okay.
But I've just never seen it, because I was like, again, the poster doesn't appeal to me. I have to check.
Yeah.
I own a musical that I haven't seen yet. And I think it might be that one.
Okay. So then, what are your final thoughts / what would you rate this movie?
I guess a 3 out of 5, because I would watch it. I was just, I don't know, I always thought it was going to be worse than it seemed. Now that I kind of have a general outline, I'm like, all right, it doesn't look too terrible. And now I know that song is in it, that Beautiful Morning song, and I do like that song.
It's a pretty significant song.
I think it's the only song from this musical I know, because I've never heard the Oklahoma song. Like, ever.
No, that's, yeah, I can agree with that for myself as well, because I didn't know the Oklahoma song before I saw the musical, but I definitely had heard Oh, What a Beautiful Morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... I might try to watch the Hugh Jackman version. I won't, but yeah. Yeah, I'd say a 3 out of 5. It's underwhelming, but it's a musical, and I like musicals. I'd have to like literally see all the the musical sets and all that stuff, like the dances and the way they sing it. And I like Shirley Jones. She's in The Music Man. She's Marion, and then she's also the mom in The Partridge Family. So, fun facts for everyone out there.
Fun facts from Monze.
Yeah, got lots of fun facts in my back pocket if you want any more.
Ooh. I think I'll give it a 2.5, just because I feel like I just still think it's a little boring.
Yeah, it seems boring for sure. Like, I'm not like saying it doesn't seem boring.
Yeah.
But I feel like 2 would be more like I didn't like it.
Yeah, I'm giving like a solid, like, I don't know, it sounds boring, but I can't say whether I like it or don't like it, because I did enjoy the stage production that I saw. Well, now I'm realizing, like, I knew one of my friends played Curly, but I thought Curly was like a side character for so long. Now I'm realizing it's like the main character, so I need to go back and tell my friend, like, well, I didn't realize that.
I didn't realize you were the star.
I'm pretty sure he played Curly, so I was like, oh, okay. I need to
wow, you watched an entire production and you didn't even realize he was the main character?
No, I didn't watch him. He told me, but yeah, I don't really have a strong opinion either way, which is why I'm just giving it like a 50-50. I need to like watch it and see how I feel. And like, I'm not opposed to watching it, but I think I have to be in the mood of like, I'm having a self-care day and I just want to watch people singing about how they love each other and all that. And yeah. So, a little nervous about this Ali Hakim character and how they portray him. He's definitely played by a white guy in the movie. So,
of course he was.
Yeah. What did you send me?
I didn't send you anything. It's the link again. It usually does that.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so I'd give it a 2.5 out of 5, because at the same time, like, I recognize the important contribution it made to both stage and screen, which I think should be noted. So, and the fact that it does have like a pretty recognizable song that I think almost everyone has heard of in some capacity. So, yeah. Cool. Bit of a shorter episode today, but that's okay.
It's not short if you listen to our entire
the entire preamble, including like the minute of me waiting. Monze, where can they find us?
Oh, you can find us at Don't Watch Movies on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter at MagicMonster.
And you can find me at Corinne is Korean on Twitter.
Yay.
So, yeah. Thanks for listening. Let us know what your favorite movie musical is, or even favorite musical, and if you've seen Oklahoma and your thoughts on it. Otherwise, we'll talk to you next time. Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.